competition for high school students to gain acceptance into the college of their choice can often be a pressure cooker. Following the advice of their teachers and counselors, many of today's teens are pushed to the breaking point, juggling college-level classes, playing sports, and participating in extracurricular activities, all in pursuit of college admission. While this approach has its merits, there is a distinct difference between working hard and smart. Keith Berman, one-time Harvard and Yale admissions interviewer, explains.
I feel that students feel stressed, underprepared, and overwhelmed by this process in general, and I've seen that over the last 11 years and in private practice and 19 years in the field of admissions. When students get the right college preparation, they not only go to college happy, they go to college confident academically, they make choices from the get-go, they interact with their faculty more. You see them doing better in college, you see them making better use of career services, the world-class faculty that almost every university has, and you see them when they enter the world after college excited about it.
Keith is also the founder and president of Options for College, a unique, systematic, dedicated, and successful college preparation advisor that has guided thousands of students through the college admission process. Coaching teens to be the best versions of themselves, OFC helps students and families get into and get the most out of college.
Options for College seeks to give students and families their sense of hope and freedom back in this process. We want to make sure that families stick to Plan A, that they really go into this process with the idea that their hopes and dreams are going to come true in college, and our process is somewhere in between where they are now and where they're going. Our team works very closely together. We review every file for every student every week. As a team, I'm always leading that meeting, so we have different perspectives coming in every single week. There's total continuity. This isn't something we do part-time. We do this 12 months a year. Schools typically guide students for 9 months a year, so even if you had the best guidance counselor in the world, you'd only be getting 3/4 the service that you would get here.
OFC's proven program, A Way There, is a 3-phase, 10-step curriculum that sets the standard for what college guidance is supposed to be, covering such integral ground as practice interviews, early application strategy, and comprehensive essay editing and advising. The Options for College approach has yielded an impressive number of acceptances to some of the most well-regarded colleges and universities in the world.
First, we start with the collection phase, which gets everyone on the same page about who they are and what they want to do next. And that's shared with the people in the school who write recommendations. We really make sure there's alignment, which I think is very unique, because most of the college application you don't write yourself, and most people are unaware of that. So right away, students get resumes, they are prepared for interviews, and they're ready to talk about themselves like a grown-up, like they're ready to enter the college world. And I think that's what makes us the most unique. Next, we have a selection phase where we put together a list of 10 to 12 colleges, 1 to 3 high-priority schools, and we use decision analysis to determine early strategies. So a strategic approach is always being built in terms of what do colleges see and what actually matters in terms of the application itself. And the application is the final phase where we go through each and every step of the application process adhering to the standard of the best essays possible. While we guarantee nothing in the college admissions process in terms of specific admission, we do see an over 70% admit rate at Ivy League schools, and I feel like that's why many people come to us to get into the country's most selective schools.
I think Options for College is a very personal relationship. I think what I enjoyed most about my time here was feeling a bit of a self-confidence boost, feeling like my goals were attainable, having someone there to say, you can do this if you just focus on this, this, and this. And the time here was fun. It's not like going into a big scary office or meeting with a scary teacher. I was going to apply to 12 schools. We narrowed it down to 2 early on, and when I got into Yale Early Action, I rescinded my application from Harvard, which was the other school I applied to.
Students who complete the Options for College program also post better grades and outcomes once in college. It's truly a thorough, innovative curriculum that helps students identify what college is and navigate it to help make the most of the college experience.
When I started working with Options for College, Keith and his team obviously helped me on a lot of process-oriented things like writing essays, getting the right score on the SAT. But I think one of the biggest things that Keith and his team at Options for College did for me was help me figure out how to tell my own story. With Keith, I felt very comfortable sharing my thoughts, which led to more fully developed personal applications to these colleges. As a person who was from a school that had never sent a kid to an Ivy League, no one believed that I could actually get in. I was set on applying to Harvard, and Keith backed me up in my desire to go there. If it weren't for Keith, I probably wouldn't have applied and wouldn't have gotten in. Keith was really the person in my life who pushed me to take that leap of faith.
While our offices are in New York, we actually work with people all around the world. We've given talks in Hong Kong and California and India, all throughout the globe, really trying to share with people how to get their sense of hope and freedom into this process. And we've worked with over 4,000 students at this point. The best part of my job is watching my students grow up. The best part of my job is watching students come back to the office and sharing that they have $11 million in venture capital, that they're starting to do that oncology research, that they're practicing surgery for the first time, that they've been promoted to CTO, and that they see the connection between how they were prepared for college and those outcomes. That's what I enjoy most about what I do.
Choosing the right university can set a young person on a course of success and fulfillment, but odds are they'll need help getting there. Learn more about Options for College, the world's best college counseling. Get started with an initial consultation in person or online. Call 877-OFC-INTL or visit optionsforcollege.com.